How the fuck did she get to? Okay, those. We're eating. We didn't. And slowly shift your focus to the crown chakra. To where this energy is absorbed, few inches above your head.
Ever wondered why some people effortlessly influence others? The audiobook, The Art of Persuasion, reveals the secrets to mastering communication and influencing anyone. You'll learn to build credibility, develop emotional intelligence, and overcome resistance. Don't miss out on transforming your personal and professional life. Without these skills, you risk missed opportunities and stagnation in an increasingly competitive world. Unlock your persuasive potential and achieve the success you deserve. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1: Unlocking Influence. In a world where ideas compete for attention and decisions shape our lives, the ability to persuade is nothing short of a superpower. Articulate your thoughts so compellingly that others are naturally drawn to your perspective. Picture yourself navigating complex negotiations with ease, inspiring teams to achieve the impossible, or simply convincing a friend to try that new restaurant you've been raving about. This is the transformative power of persuasion, and it's a skill that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. The art of persuasion isn't reserved for a select few born with a silver tongue. It's a learnable skill, one that can be honed and mastered with dedication and practice. This book is your guide to unlocking that potential, offering a roadmap to becoming a master of influence in both your personal and professional life. As you embark on this journey, you might wonder what you can realistically achieve by the time you finish reading. First and foremost, you'll gain a solid understanding of the fundamental principles that underpin persuasion. These aren't tricks or gimmicks, but rather core concepts grounded in psychology and communication theory. You'll begin to recognize the subtle yet powerful role that persuasion plays in your daily interactions, from casual conversations to high-stakes presentations. More importantly, you'll start applying basic persuasive techniques ethically in your own life. This isn't about manipulating others or bending them to your will. Instead, it's about learning to communicate your ideas more effectively, to connect with others on a deeper level, and to find mutually beneficial outcomes in your interactions. But this is just the beginning. If you commit to continued practice and application of these principles, the long-term benefits are truly remarkable. Over time, you can expect to develop mastery of advanced persuasion skills, allowing you to navigate even the most challenging communication scenarios with confidence and finesse. Your personal and professional relationships will flourish as you become more adept at understanding others' perspectives and articulating your own. Perhaps most significantly, you'll cultivate the ability to influence others effectively and ethically. This means not just getting your way, but doing so in a manner that respects others' autonomy and builds trust. It's about creating win-win situations and fostering genuine connections. To achieve these outcomes, we'll be covering several crucial areas. We'll delve into the psychology of influence, exploring why people make the decisions they do, and how you can ethically leverage these insights. You'll develop your communication skills and emotional intelligence, learning to read subtle cues and adapt your approach accordingly. Critical thinking will be a key focus, as the ability to construct logical arguments and anticipate counterpoints is essential to persuasive success. These steps are carefully ordered to build upon each other, creating a comprehensive framework for mastering persuasion. We start with foundational concepts to ensure you have a solid grasp of the underlying principles. From there, we progressively build more advanced skills, always with an eye towards practical application. Ethical considerations are woven throughout, ensuring that as you become more influential, you also become more responsible in wielding that influence. Now, let's dive deeper into the power of influence. At its core, persuasion is about affecting change, in thoughts, feelings, or actions. It's a force that shapes our world in ways both big and small. Political movements, technological innovations, and social reforms all rely on the ability to persuade others to embrace new ideas or take action. But persuasion isn't just for world-changing endeavors. It's a part of our everyday lives, often in ways we don't even realize. When you recommend a movie to a friend, you're engaging in persuasion. When you negotiate your salary or pitch an idea at work, you're using persuasive skills. Even something as simple as deciding where to go for dinner with your partner involves elements of persuasion. Understanding this omnipresence of persuasion is the first step towards harnessing its power. Once you recognize these moments of influence in your daily life, you can begin to approach them more intentionally, applying the principles you'll learn in this book to achieve better outcomes. A crucial aspect of mastering persuasion is adopting the right mindset. This is where Carol Dweck's concept of the growth mindset becomes invaluable. Dweck's research shows that people who believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, a growth mindset, are more likely to achieve success than those who believe their talents are innate and fixed. Applying this to persuasion means embracing the idea that your ability to influence others isn't set in stone. It's not about being born charismatic or having a natural gift for communication. Instead, it's about committing to the process of learning and improvement. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to refine your skills, to learn from both successes and failures. This growth mindset is particularly important when facing challenges or setbacks in your persuasive efforts. Instead of seeing a failed attempt at persuasion as evidence of your limitations, you'll learn to view it as valuable feedback, an opportunity to adjust your approach and try again. Part of embracing this mindset involves overcoming limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. Perhaps you've always thought of yourself as bad at public speaking or not a people person. These self-imposed labels can become self-fulfilling prophecies, limiting your growth before you even begin. By challenging these beliefs and adopting a growth-oriented perspective, you open yourself up to vast possibilities for improvement. As we explore the world of persuasion, it's crucial to address the ethical dimensions of influence. There's a fine line between persuasion and manipulation, and it's one we must be careful not to cross. Persuasion, at its best, is about presenting ideas clearly and compellingly, allowing others to make informed decisions. Manipulation, on the other hand, involves deception or coercion to achieve one's goals at the expense of others. Ethical persuasion is founded on principles of honesty, transparency, and mutual benefit. It's about finding ways to align your goals with those of others, creating outcomes that serve everyone involved. Throughout this book, we'll explore techniques for influential communication, always with an eye towards maintaining ethical standards. This ethical approach isn't just morally right, it's also more effective in the long run. Trust is a cornerstone of persuasion, and once lost, it's incredibly difficult to regain. By committing to ethical influence, you build a reputation for integrity that enhances your persuasive power over time. As we prepare to embark on this journey of mastering persuasion, it's important to set clear personal objectives. What specific areas of your life do you hope to improve through better persuasive skills? Perhaps you're looking to advance in your career, improve your personal relationships, or become a more effective leader in your community. Take some time to reflect on your goals and write them down. These will serve as guideposts as you work through the material in this book. Remember, mastering the art of persuasion is not a destination, but a journey. This requires a commitment to continuous learning and growth. The skills you'll develop are not static. They must be regularly practiced and refined. As you progress, you'll find new challenges and opportunities to apply your persuasive abilities in increasingly complex situations. The chapters that follow will equip you with a powerful toolkit for influence, from building credibility and emotional intelligence to overcoming resistance and leading with influence. Each chapter builds upon the last, creating a comprehensive framework for persuasive mastery. As we conclude this introductory chapter, consider the vast potential that lies ahead. The ability to persuade effectively can open doors you never thought possible, create connections that enrich your life, and empower you to make a real difference in the world around you. The journey to persuasive mastery begins with a single step, and you've already taken it by opening this book. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into the psychological foundations of persuasion, exploring the hidden forces that shape human decision-making. You'll gain insights into the subtle yet powerful ways our minds process information and make choices, setting the stage for more advanced persuasive techniques. Prepare to uncover the secrets of the persuasive mind and unlock new levels of influence in your interactions. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 2: Understanding Persuasion. Have you ever wondered why some ideas spread like wildfire while others fizzle out? Or why certain people seem to have an uncanny ability to sway opinions and inspire action? The answer lies in the intricate art of persuasion, a skill that has shaped human interactions since the dawn of civilization. Understanding persuasion is not just about learning a set of tricks or techniques. It's about delving into the very essence of human decision-making and uncovering the hidden forces that guide our choices. By grasping these core principles, you'll not only enhance your persuasive effectiveness, but also gain a deeper insight into the human psyche. The importance of mastering persuasion cannot be overstated. In a world inundated with information and competing ideas, the ability to communicate effectively and influence others ethically is more crucial than ever. Whether you're a business leader, a community organizer, or simply someone looking to improve personal relationships, understanding the foundations of persuasion will give you a significant advantage. But here's the thing. Persuasion isn't a modern invention. Its roots stretch back through millennia of human history. Ancient Greek philosophers like Aristotle pondered the art of rhetoric, developing theories that still influence our understanding of persuasion today. In fact, many of the persuasive techniques we consider cutting edge have their origins in classical thinking. As we journey through time, we see how persuasion has evolved alongside human society. The advent of mass media in the 20th century revolutionized the way ideas spread, giving rise to new forms of influence. Today, in our digital age, persuasion has taken on yet another dimension. Social media, targeted advertising, and big data have created unprecedented opportunities for persuasive communication, and with them, new ethical challenges. But what exactly makes something persuasive? Why do we find certain arguments compelling while others leave us cold? To answer these questions, we need to dive into the psychological principles that underpin persuasion. One of the most influential frameworks for understanding persuasion comes from psychologist Robert Cialdini. His research identified 6 key principles that guide human behavior in the context of influence. These principles are like hidden levers in the human mind, each capable of tilting the scales of decision-making when activated. The first of these principles is reciprocity. It's a simple yet powerful concept. We feel obligated to return favors and treat others as they have treated us. This instinct is deeply ingrained in human societies, fostering cooperation and mutual benefit. In the realm of persuasion, understanding reciprocity can be a game changer. But reciprocity is just the tip of the iceberg. As we explore further, we'll uncover the other 5 principles, each offering unique insights into human behavior. From the power of commitment and consistency to the allure of scarcity, these principles form a comprehensive toolkit for ethical persuasion. However, it's crucial to remember that these principles aren't manipulative tricks. They're fundamental aspects of human psychology, and using them ethically requires a deep understanding of their implications. As we delve into each principle, we'll explore not just how to apply them, but how to do so in a way that respects the autonomy and well-being of others. Beyond Cialdini's principles, our journey into persuasion will take us into the fascinating world of cognitive biases. These are the mental shortcuts and predispositions that often lead us to make irrational decisions. By understanding these biases, you'll gain insight into why people sometimes act in ways that seem counterintuitive or illogical. For instance, have you ever wondered why people tend to stick with their initial decisions, even in the face of contradictory evidence? Or why we often give more weight to information that confirms our existing beliefs? These phenomena are examples of cognitive biases at work, and they play a crucial role in the persuasion process. But cognitive biases are just one piece of the puzzle. We'll also explore the concept of heuristics, mental shortcuts that help us make decisions quickly in complex situations. These shortcuts can be incredibly useful, allowing us to navigate the overwhelming amount of information we encounter daily. However, they can also lead us astray if we're not aware of their limitations. Understanding heuristics is key to effective persuasion because it allows you to present information in a way that aligns with how people naturally process it. It's not about exploiting these mental shortcuts, but rather about communicating in a way that resonates with how the human mind works. As we delve deeper into these psychological insights, you'll begin to see persuasion in a new light. It's not just about crafting compelling arguments or using charismatic delivery. Effective persuasion is about understanding the underlying mechanisms of human decision-making and aligning your message with these natural processes. This understanding will allow you to tailor your messages more effectively to your audience. You'll learn to recognize the subtle cues that indicate which persuasive approaches are likely to be most effective in a given situation. Moreover, you'll develop an appreciation for the importance of timing and context in persuasion. But theory alone isn't enough. To truly master the art of persuasion, you need to put these principles into practice. That's why we'll be exploring practical exercises designed to help you identify persuasive techniques in the media around you and practice ethical influence in your everyday conversations. These exercises aren't just academic, they're designed to help you develop real-world skills. By analyzing advertisements, political speeches, and other forms of persuasive communication, you'll sharpen your ability to recognize influence attempts. More importantly, you'll learn how to craft your own persuasive messages that are both effective and ethical. As you progress through this chapter and begin applying these principles, you'll likely notice some immediate improvements in your persuasive abilities. At a basic level, you'll start to recognize the fundamental principles of persuasion at work in your daily interactions. This awareness alone can be transformative, giving you new insights into why people make the decisions they do. But the real magic happens when you start actively applying these principles to enhance your communication. You'll find yourself crafting more compelling arguments, presenting ideas in ways that resonate more deeply with your audience, and navigating complex interpersonal situations with greater ease. For those who fully embrace these concepts and commit to ongoing practice, the potential outcomes are truly remarkable. Mastering ethical persuasion across a wide range of contexts opens up new possibilities in both personal and professional life. You'll become more effective at leading teams, negotiating deals, resolving conflicts, and inspiring change. Of course, the journey to persuasive mastery isn't without its challenges. It's easy to misapply these principles, especially when you're first learning them. You might find yourself overcomplicating your messages in an attempt to incorporate every persuasive technique you've learned. Or you might become so focused on the techniques that you forget to listen to your audience and adapt to their needs. But don't worry, we'll address these potential pitfalls head-on. You'll learn strategies for simplifying your messages without losing their persuasive power, and techniques for staying attuned to your audience's reactions. Most importantly, we'll continually reinforce the importance of ethical considerations in all your persuasive efforts. As we conclude this chapter, you might feel a bit overwhelmed by the depth and complexity of persuasion. That's perfectly normal. We've covered a lot of ground, from ancient philosophical concepts to cutting-edge psychological research. But remember, mastering persuasion is a journey, not a destination. Each new insight you gain, each principle you apply, brings you one step closer to becoming a truly effective and ethical influencer. The principles we've explored in this chapter form the foundation of persuasive communication, but they're just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll delve into a crucial aspect of persuasion that goes beyond words and arguments. We'll explore a powerful force that can make or break your persuasive efforts, a quality that can't be faked or manufactured. Are you ready to unlock the secret ingredient that turns ordinary communicators into masters of influence? Chapter 3: Building Credibility. Imagine you're listening to two people speak on the same topic. One exudes confidence, speaks with authority, and has a track record of success in the field. The other seems uncertain, lacks depth in their knowledge, and has no notable achievements to their name. Who are you more likely to believe? Whose advice would you be more inclined to follow? The answer, for most of us, is clear. We naturally gravitate towards those who appear credible, trustworthy, and knowledgeable. This invisible force, this intangible quality that draws us in and makes us more receptive to someone's ideas, is at the heart of effective persuasion. It's a concept that dates back to ancient times, yet remains as relevant today as it was millennia ago. In the realm of persuasion, credibility is your secret weapon. It's the foundation upon which all your persuasive efforts are built. Without it, even the most eloquent arguments can fall on deaf ears. With it, your words carry weight, your ideas resonate, and your influence expands. But what exactly is credibility? How do we define this elusive quality? At its core, credibility is about trust and expertise. It's the belief that you are who you say you are, that you know what you're talking about, and that you have the best interests of your audience at heart. It's a combination of competence and character, of knowledge and integrity. The importance of credibility in mastering the art of persuasion cannot be overstated. When you have credibility, your message doesn't just reach your audience, it impacts them. Your words don't just inform, they inspire action. Credibility amplifies the impact of your message, turning whispers into roars, suggestions into imperatives. Moreover, credibility fosters deeper connections with your audience. When people trust you, they're more likely to open up, to share their thoughts and concerns. This two-way communication is crucial for effective persuasion. It allows you to understand your audience better, to tailor your message to their needs and desires. But credibility isn't just about how others perceive you. It's also about how you perceive yourself. When you know you're credible, when you're confident in your expertise and integrity, it shows. This self-assurance comes through in your words, your body language, your entire presence. It's a subtle yet powerful force that can turn you from a mere communicator into a thought leader in your field. So how do we build this crucial quality? How do we enhance our credibility and create a trustworthy presence? The answer lies in understanding the components of credibility and working systematically to strengthen each one. Let's start with expertise. In any field, knowledge is power. But it's not just about accumulating information. It's about demonstrating that knowledge in meaningful ways. This doesn't mean bombarding your audience with facts and figures. Instead, it's about showing a deep understanding of your subject matter, being able to explain complex concepts in simple terms, and applying your knowledge to solve real-world problems. Developing expertise is an ongoing process. It requires a commitment to continuous learning and professional development. Stay current with the latest developments in your field. Attend conferences, read widely, engage in discussions with peers. The more you learn, the more confident you'll become, and this confidence will shine through in your communications. But expertise alone isn't enough. Credibility also hinges on character and integrity. Your audience needs to believe not just in your knowledge, but in your intentions. This is where the alignment of your actions with your words becomes crucial. Consistency between what you say and what you do builds trust. It shows that you're not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Maintaining high ethical standards in your communication is another vital aspect of building credibility. Be honest and transparent. If you don't know something, admit it. If you make a mistake, own up to it. People respect honesty far more than they respect perfection. Your personal presence also plays a significant role in establishing credibility. This includes your body language, your tone of voice, and your overall demeanor. Stand tall, make eye contact, speak clearly and confidently. These nonverbal cues send powerful messages about your credibility before you even begin to speak. Confidence is key here, but be careful not to cross the line into arrogance. True confidence is quiet and assured. It doesn't need to boast or belittle others. Practice your delivery, whether it's for presentations, meetings, or casual conversations. The more comfortable you become in expressing yourself, the more credible you'll appear. Another powerful tool in building credibility is social proof. This is where your reputation comes into play. What do others say about you? How are you perceived in your professional and personal circles? Building a positive reputation takes time and consistent effort, but it's well worth it. Deliver on your promises, exceed expectations, and always strive to add value in your interactions. Testimonials and endorsements from respected individuals or organizations can significantly boost your credibility. These act as third-party validations of your expertise and character. However, Use them judiciously. A few powerful endorsements are more effective than a laundry list of lukewarm recommendations. Now that we've explored the components of credibility, let's talk about how to put this knowledge into practice. Self-assessment is a good place to start. Take a hard look at your current level of credibility. Where are your strengths? Where are your weaknesses? Be honest with yourself. This is the first step towards improvement. Consider factors like your level of expertise, your track record of reliability, your communication skills, and your ethical standards. Rate yourself in each area and identify specific actions you can take to improve. Maybe you need to deepen your knowledge in certain areas, or perhaps you need to work on your public speaking skills. Role-playing exercises can be incredibly helpful in enhancing your credibility. Practice presenting your ideas to a friend or colleague. Ask for feedback on your delivery, your body language, and the clarity of your message. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you'll become. As you work on building your credibility, you'll likely see a progression of outcomes. At a basic level, you'll notice an improvement in your personal presentation. You'll feel more confident, and this confidence will be apparent to others. This alone can make a significant difference in how your message is received. With continued effort, you'll find yourself being recognized as trustworthy by a wider circle of people. Your opinions will carry more weight, and people will increasingly seek out your advice and input. This is a crucial milestone in your journey towards persuasive mastery. For those who fully commit to this process, the ultimate outcome is to be established as an authority figure in your field. This is where your influence reaches its peak. People don't just trust your opinion, they look to you to shape their understanding of important issues. You become a thought leader, someone who doesn't just follow trends, but sets them. Of course, the path to building credibility isn't always smooth. There are potential pitfalls to be aware of. One common issue is inconsistency between actions and words. This can quickly erode trust. The fix is simple in theory, though sometimes challenging in practice. Always strive to align your actions with your words. If you say you'll do something, do it. If you advocate for certain principles, live by them. Another pitfall is overconfidence. While confidence is crucial for credibility, tipping over into arrogance can be disastrous. The antidote is to practice humility. Remember, true expertise includes recognizing the limits of your knowledge. Be open to learning from others, and don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong or unsure. Lastly, don't make the mistake of neglecting your audience's perception. Credibility isn't just about how you see yourself, it's about how others see you. Regularly seek feedback from trusted sources. Be open to constructive criticism and use it to continually refine your approach. As we conclude this chapter, you should now have a clear understanding of why credibility is so crucial in the art of persuasion and how to go about building it. Remember, credibility isn't something you achieve once and then forget about. It's an ongoing process, a quality that needs to be maintained and nurtured over time. But credibility, as important as it is just one piece of the persuasion puzzle. In our next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of communication that goes beyond words and logic, tapping into a powerful force that can make your message truly resonate. Are you ready to discover the hidden language that can turn agreement into action and interest into passion? Chapter 4: Emotional Intelligence. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate social situations with effortless grace while others struggle to connect? Or why certain leaders can inspire unwavering loyalty while others fail to motivate their teams? The answer lies in a powerful, often overlooked aspect of human interaction, a quality that goes beyond logic and reason, tapping into the very core of what makes us human. This hidden force shapes our decisions, influences our relationships, and plays a crucial role in how we perceive the world around us. It's a skill that can be developed, a strength that can be honed, and a tool that, when mastered, can dramatically enhance your ability to persuade and influence others. But what exactly is this mysterious quality? It's not charisma, though it can certainly enhance it. It's not intelligence in the traditional sense, though it's every bit as important. No, what we're talking about is something far more fundamental to human interaction. Something that underpins every conversation, every negotiation, every attempt at persuasion. To truly understand this concept, we need to delve into the realm of emotions. Not just our own emotions, but the emotions of those around us. We need to explore how these feelings shape our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to others. This is the domain of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's about being aware of emotional states and using that awareness to guide our thinking and behavior. In the context of persuasion, emotional intelligence is nothing short of a superpower. Why is emotional intelligence so crucial for mastering the art of persuasion? The answer lies in the nature of human decision-making. While we often like to think of ourselves as rational beings, the truth is that emotions play a significant role in our choices and actions. By understanding and leveraging emotions, we can create deeper connections, build stronger rapport, and ultimately become more influential. Emotional connections enhance influence in ways that logic alone cannot. When we connect with others on an emotional level, we bypass many of the mental barriers that might otherwise resist our message. We create a sense of understanding and alignment that makes others more receptive to our ideas. Empathy, a key component of emotional intelligence, is particularly powerful in building rapport. When we can truly put ourselves in another person's shoes, understanding their feelings and perspectives, we create a bond of trust. This trust forms the foundation for effective persuasion. Moreover, managing our own emotions improves the quality of our interactions. By staying calm under pressure, responding thoughtfully rather than reactively, and maintaining a positive outlook, we create an environment conducive to productive communication and influence. To harness the power of emotional intelligence, we first need to understand the nature of emotions and their impact on communication. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are complex psychological and physiological states that influence how we perceive and interact with the world around us. In communication, emotions act as a filter through which we process information. They can enhance or distort our understanding, amplify or diminish the importance we place on certain ideas, and significantly affect how we respond to others. By recognizing this emotional dimension of communication, we can begin to navigate it more effectively. Emotional awareness is the first step in this process. This involves recognizing our own emotional states and understanding how they influence our thoughts and behaviors. It also means becoming attuned to the emotional cues of others, picking up on subtle signals in tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. But awareness alone is not enough. To truly master emotional intelligence, we need to develop the ability to manage our own emotions effectively. This is where self-management comes into play. Self-management involves regulating our emotional responses, particularly in challenging situations. Imagine you're in a heated negotiation. Tensions are high, and you feel your frustration rising. Without emotional intelligence, you might let that frustration control your actions, potentially damaging your position. But with strong self-management skills, you can recognize that emotional response, take a step back, and choose a more constructive way to engage. Stress management is a crucial aspect of emotional self-regulation. In high-pressure situations, our ability to think clearly and communicate effectively can be compromised. By developing techniques to manage stress, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or reframing negative thoughts, we can maintain our emotional equilibrium and continue to engage persuasively. As we develop our emotional intelligence, we also enhance our capacity for empathy and social awareness. This means not just recognizing emotions in others, but truly understanding their perspectives and experiences. It involves reading emotional cues accurately and responding appropriately. Cultural sensitivity is an important aspect of this social awareness. Different cultures may express emotions in different ways, and what's considered appropriate emotional expression can vary widely. By developing cultural intelligence alongside emotional intelligence, we can navigate diverse social contexts more effectively. All of these skills come together in the realm of relationship management. This is where emotional intelligence truly shines in the context of persuasion. By building strong interpersonal connections, we create a foundation of trust and understanding that enhances our ability to influence. Conflict resolution is a key aspect of relationship management. Disagreements are inevitable in any human interaction, but how we handle them can make all the difference. With high emotional intelligence, we can navigate conflicts constructively, finding win-win solutions that strengthen relationships rather than damaging them. So how do we harness emotions in persuasion? One powerful technique is the use of emotional appeals in our messaging. This doesn't mean manipulating others' emotions, but rather connecting our message to emotional states that motivate action. For example, by linking our ideas to feelings of hope, excitement, or security, we can make our message more compelling. Motivating others through emotion is another crucial skill. By understanding what drives people emotionally, their fears, their aspirations, their values, we can frame our ideas in ways that resonate on a deeper level. This emotional resonance can be far more persuasive than logical arguments alone. To develop emotional intelligence, practice is key. One effective exercise is journaling for self-awareness. By regularly reflecting on our emotional experiences, we can start to recognize patterns in our responses and develop greater insight into our emotional triggers. Active listening is another powerful tool for enhancing emotional intelligence. This involves not just hearing the words others say, but truly focusing on understanding their message. including the emotional subtext. Practice giving your full attention in conversations, asking clarifying questions, and reflecting back what you've heard to ensure understanding. As you develop your emotional intelligence, you'll likely notice a progression of outcomes. At a basic level, you'll experience improved emotional awareness. You'll become more attuned to your own emotional states and better able to recognize emotions in others. With continued practice, you can achieve enhanced empathetic connections. You'll find yourself building rapport more easily, understanding others' perspectives more deeply, and navigating social situations more smoothly. For those who fully commit to developing their emotional intelligence, the ultimate outcome is mastery in leveraging emotions. At this level, you can skillfully use emotional insights to enhance your persuasive abilities, motivate others effectively, and create powerful, lasting influence. Of course, the path to emotional intelligence isn't without its challenges. One common pitfall is misreading emotions. We might misinterpret someone's emotional state, leading to miscommunication. The fix for this is to practice clarifying. Don't assume you know how someone feels, but rather ask and confirm. Another potential issue is emotional overload. In trying to be more emotionally aware, we might become overwhelmed by the intensity of our own or others' emotions. The solution here lies in self-regulation. Develop techniques to maintain your emotional balance, even in highly charged situations. Finally, be wary of overemphasizing emotion at the expense of logic. While emotions are powerful, they shouldn't be the only factor in persuasion. The key is to balance emotional appeals with logical arguments, creating a well-rounded and compelling message. As we conclude this exploration of emotional intelligence, you should now have a deeper understanding of how emotions shape our interactions and influence our ability to persuade. By developing your emotional intelligence, you're adding a powerful tool to your persuasive toolkit. But emotional intelligence is just one piece of the persuasion puzzle. In our next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of communication that can make or break your persuasive efforts. It's a skill that can turn a jumble of ideas into a clear, compelling message. Are you ready to unlock the secret of truly effective communication? Chapter 5: Effective Communication. Have you ever wondered why some people can captivate an entire room with just a few words, while others struggle to get their point across? Or why a simple message can be interpreted in vastly different ways by different people? The answer lies in a fundamental aspect of human interaction, a skill so essential that it forms the very foundation of our social fabric. This skill is something we use every day, often without even thinking about it. It's a tool we've been developing since infancy, yet one that many of us never fully master. It's the bridge that connects our inner world of thoughts and ideas to the external world of action and influence. But what exactly is this crucial ability that can make or break our persuasive efforts? We're talking, of course, about communication, but not just any communication. Effective communication. The kind that cuts through noise and confusion, that resonates with its audience, and that drives action. It's a skill that goes far beyond mere words, encompassing a complex interplay of verbal and nonverbal elements. Why is effective communication so crucial for mastering the art of persuasion? The answer is simple. Without clear communication, even the most brilliant ideas can fall flat. You might have the most compelling argument in the world, but if you can't articulate it clearly and persuasively, it won't have the impact you desire. Clear communication forms the foundation of all persuasive efforts. It ensures that your message is understood exactly as you intend it to be. When your ideas are communicated effectively, they're more likely to be received, internalized, and acted upon by your audience. But effective communication